Okay, we're going to send another shout out. This one was a little shocking to me. Rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo. No. Hall of Famer. Finger wagging center. He passed away from brain cancer at the age of 58. I was extremely shocked to hear that. I don't think people even knew Dikembe Mutombo had cancer.
Right.
But it looks like his family did reveal 2 years ago he was undergoing treatment in Atlanta for a tumor.
And he was young.
And the NBA said he died surrounded by his family. Of course, look at Buddha saying, you better give him a shout out in the chat.
You already know what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so on the court, of course, we know Dikembe. We saw his whole career. I watched him from Georgetown all the way till he was drafted by the Nuggets.
Yep.
Yeah, he played with Atlanta, and didn't he do Philly?
Yeah, he was in Philly. But I think Atlanta was like, is Atlanta like what?
No, the Nuggets, because that was the first time an AFC knocked off the number one. Remember that?
That's true.
And that moment where he falls on the ground laughing, holding the ball.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, he made a mark in Denver. So yeah, as somebody who's seen Dikembe, he was always tough on the boards. He was
Dikembe's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, of course.
But I think he's more I think he's more Hall of Famer for the works he's done with the game, because I think he's the reason why you have all these stars coming from Africa and so yeah, Dikembe definitely. But it did surprise you though, because he was relatively young.
Yeah. Okay, in addition to the Nuggets, Hawks, and 76ers, he also played for the then New Jersey Nets, New York Knicks, and the Houston Rockets.
I do not remember.
I don't remember any.
I don't remember none of those days.
And then
because when the first three teams we talked about, that's what we remember him is because
I think he wasn't relevant on those other teams.
The other teams he wasn't relevant, but those
Had
first
you
three.
in Orlando days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. But he ended up retiring after the 2008-2009 season. And, of course, we remember him also at Georgetown. He ranks 20th in rebounds all time, 8 All-Star games, and finished with 3,289 blocks, only second to Olajuwon. And so, in addition to that, he was also a big humanitarian.
Yes.
He served as the NBA's first global ambassador. And he went around his native Democratic Republic of Congo and across the continent of Africa, just helping people out, spreading the love of basketball with NBA events and all that. In addition to all that, everybody remembers Dikembe from those Geico commercials, too. Those were also a part of his legacy for non-basketball fans. I'm sure that's where a lot of people remember seeing him on those Geico commercials.
Dikembe was in that era. Dikembe was in that era where you would like look like you see these dudes like Mark Eaton and them like you just can't believe like they're that big. Like, is he really 7'4"? Like, this is crazy. Yeah, so he's going to be missed. He's definitely going to be missed.
Yeah. And he was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame on averaging 9.8 points and 10.3 rebounds for his career. So that lets you know how much of a defensive.
It was the humanitarian part more, I think, than basketball.
No, well, keep in mind he is an 8-time All-Star. So, I mean.
It's basketball.
Yeah, and he is number 2 all-time on blocks.
Yeah, that's basketball.
And I think they said, what did I just say, 8th on
rebounds?
No, 20th in all-time rebounds. Yeah, so he's top 20 rebounds.
He's a top 75 player.
Yeah, he really is. So, yeah,
That's them Hall of Fame.
Hold on. Dikembe top 75 player?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, I would put him as a top 5 all-time defender. I couldn't put him above Rodman, but I would put him top 5. At least in the paint, top 5 defensive.
Okay, in the paint. I'll give you that.
Center. I wouldn't put him there as a perimeter defender.
I'll give you top 5 defensive centers.
Yeah, top 5 defensive center.
Top 5 defensive.
He's top 10 for sure.
Like,
who would you put above?
I got Dream.
I could put Olajuwon above.
I got Shaq.
Nah. I don't think Shaq is a better defender.
Yeah.
I think he's a powerful
offensive player. I got the Dream.
Manu. As in, if
Manu,
we're like,
no. I got a dream. I have the dream.
Duncan.
I will have
Garnett.
I will have the Admiral.
Not above them.
I had the Admiral. I have the Admiral, the Dream. I will have also Dwight Howard. I will also have, even though he's not a top 75, so let me make sure I say
no, that's a gaff on the top 75.
Right. So those three right there. I
Would you put Bill Russell
and Duncan?
Yeah, I can put Russell up there. He 11-time champion.
You would put Tim Duncan over Dikembe on defense.
No, I wouldn't even. Tim Duncan's not even. I wouldn't even. Tim Duncan's not. He's
rebound wise.
No, he's more fundamental. So I'm not talking about defense. He's more offensive.
He's a balance.
He's a balance. So we talking about strictly defense. So
okay.
You can go
top 10.
You can go Ewing. Those are my five right 10. There.
I wouldn't put. I don't think Ewing's a better defender in the paint than Dikembe. I'm not saying Ewing wasn't a good defender. I'm just saying
he's above average. He's above balance. So he's because Ewing had the offenses. He had offensive repertoire.
Giannis.
Yeah,
Giannis.
Yeah, you can.
Giannis ain't a center.
Yeah, he's a power forward. So
yeah, we were talking about centers.
Yeah.
I thought we were just talking. Well, okay, you're right.
I said big men. Well, I meant I should have implied center.
No, you're right.
So yeah, no Kevin Garnett, no Tim Duncan. Well, I still feel like Tim Duncan was a center, but
he said he plays a power forward though. He played because the Admiral played the 5. He played the 4.
Yeah,
when they had the Twin Towers down there, so he's always played the 4, the 3 and the 4.
Yeah. So. Well, see, we can't put too many people above Mutombo. That's how relevant he is.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So, of course, in addition to that, we can go into his humanitarian work. So, basically, one thing they did mention about Mutombo that I also didn't know, he spoke 9 languages, and he did found the
That's
Dikembe.
Not surprising.
Yeah, that's shocking.
Most African people I know speak multiple languages.
Yeah.
Like they speak everything.
Yeah.
So that's not surprising to me, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's cool. He founded the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation in 1997, concentrating on improving health, education, and the quality of life for people in Congo. And this led to him building a 170-bed hospital in their capital city. And that facility has treated nearly 500,000 people, regardless of their ability to pay for care. So, yeah, his humanitarian work obviously is very big. He has been very huge through his native Congo. Lots and lots of NBA players were sending their condolences publicly. And, of course, his son, Ryan Mutombo, posted a very heartfelt tribute that his father loved others with every ounce of his being. And his son also said he remains the purest heart I have ever known. So, yeah, that was I was kind of really bummed out to hear that. I ain't even gonna lie. I heard it in the morning.
Like I said, he was relatively young.
Yeah. And like I said, it was just shocking because usually when people pass from a long-standing disease, you hear about it. But I guess he was very private with that information. So we didn't hear about it until the unfortunate end. So rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo.